All ready?
All right, yeah, we
All
live.
right, Lex. All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? This is a special edition of Ivy Talks. This is your girl Drea Ivy.
Yo.
This is yo. This is your girl Drea Ivy. This is the Ivy Talks podcast, episode number 23, special edition, called the Quarantine Vibes.
Quarantine
Vibes.
I guess.
We're going to call it the Quarantine Vibes because here we are reporting from different remote locations. And here I am, sadly not alongside my amazing co-host, but here I am with Mr. Buddha That Great, Hollow Rock, Starboy J Nice. What's good, y'all? Introduce yourselves. It was good.
In the studio,
what up?
Banging out some tracks.
And this nigga's still in the studio.
You working hard, son. I see you.
You see me out here.
I
I'm
see
just
you,
visiting my
man.
family overseas.
Trying to.
Jay Nice is in the Music Media Lounge sound station.
You feel me?
Yeah,
I had to catch
I'm
the flight
cool.
real quick.
Hey,
I'm here from
trust me. I'm about to go to a different. I'm about to pan over to the window and really show y'all where I'm at in a little bit. But now it's early.
Everybody,
It's early.
I'm telling you, everybody battling everybody. I'm in the stew getting my tracks together. You know, I done laid a few down. I got about 10. Got about 10 hot ones.
So you've been in the studio for at least the last 12 hours. I know. Knocking them out.
Come on now.
Yeah, knocking them out. Of course, you know how we do.
Staying 3
A
floors,
lot of
Rona
new music
free.
on the way.
A lot of new music, a lot of new hits on the way. I'm here from the home office, you know, working on different contracts, doing my thing, you know, working behind the scenes.
I understand. Got the accountant shirt on. I see you crunching numbers.
Oh yeah, you know, I got the collar on. You know how it is. I'm in business mode. So here we are, and unfortunately, due to the advent of the worldwide pandemic, aka the COVID-19, we all have to be a little bit, aka. I'm catching you, Jay.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. You know, so we're here, and we're taking a little bit of precaution this episode, testing out how we do from a distance, since, you know, now we're practicing social distancing for God knows how long. And I'm only curious as to ask, how is everybody feeling with the social distancing, and how's the quarantining going and everything? Buddha, let me start with you. How's it been going for you?
It's been rough, B. It's been hard to get these groupies to go ahead and make that trip out. It's rough out here.
Can you elaborate? No. Can you elaborate on the groupies part, please?
Nah, I can't for reasons beyond my control. But yeah.
Good answer.
Oh, okay. Your girl's watching. I get it. All right. Okay. All right, Lex. What about you, Hollow Rock?
I just had to go take a flight real quick. I'm chilling in Colombia, so I'm all right. The fuck, nigga, spirits. I came to Colombia for $13.50.
Feel me?
It's that coming back.
Could have passed that up.
Wait, how much was it?
$13.50.
$13.50?
Yeah.
Yo, what?
I'm going to Jamaica for $3, Montego Bay next week.
Hey.
Yo, it's serious out here in the streets. I'm telling you.
Yo, Jay, how much was that trip to the studio? What's gas looking like?
Son, they're not even charging. Man. You go to the pump. It's great right now. It's the lowest I've ever seen it.
I'm telling you. You pull up with that red jug. They just throw the gas in it. You good?
You know. This is what I love about Ivy Talks, and we didn't even do our shout outs yet. But this is what I love about Ivy Talks. We love to keep a good spirit and a good sense of humor during these trying times. During these times when people are getting desperate and people are getting upset. But before we get into the seriousness of it,
what episode number is this?
Episode number 23.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
Jordan style.
Gotta lock that out.
Yes, episode number 23. And, you know, shout out to iLive UK. shout out to the UK, especially. They're under a lockdown. London is going through a lot right now. Pretty much all of England. But I know London is going through a serious lockdown, curfews, and all sorts of things. They got it a little bit worse than we do down here in South Florida. I'm not sure how it is in Colombia. I heard it might be crazy out there. Lex, you might be able to give us the insight on that.
No, man. You know, the singing from the balconies doesn't start till about 6 p.m. But, you know, as you see, it's actually 2:30 over here, even though we're doing it live. But don't ask me about the details. Back to you, Buddha.
All right, back to me. All right, so shout out to iLive UK. Shout out to Music Media Lounge. We got Jay there representing for the team. Shout out to all our listeners on YouTube and all our followers on Instagram at _Ivy Talks. We support you. We're sending you much love during these trying times.
Facts.
Hope you got your toilet paper on deck. Hope you got some paper towels on deck. Hope you got some liquor on deck. Whatever your vices are. I know times are hard. Hope you got some money stashed up because people are not working.
That
Trump
see a
is
shot,
not
send
really,
a shot. You know what I'm saying?
you know what I mean? If you don't have, give to those that, if you have, give to those that don't have. And if you don't have, try to figure out how to get it because Trump is not rushing. So anyways, where do we start, y'all? Where do we start?
These battles. You gotta start with the battles.
That's your job.
I know that's my job. I know that's my job. I know. I was just testing you.
I did the show 5 hours late before this.
Gotta hit them with the transcripts.
This
So
is why
realistically,
this is why I love my
Instagram.
Watching. Segue.
Segue. So let's talk about the coronavirus. Obviously, everybody is worldwide. We're talking about this. It's affecting everybody in a negative way. But again, I don't really want to get into the serious of the news because every time you turn on the TV, it's report numbers and death numbers and how many people are. We're going to keep it lighthearted for the most part this evening, and we're going to talk about what people are doing to alleviate the stress and the anxiety of what's going on worldwide, because internationally, we've never seen anything like this. And of course, this being a music podcast, let's start with the music. And one of the exciting things that we've been able to see in the last week or so is we've been seeing a lot of battles. We've been seeing a lot of artists getting on their lives and doing live performances. We'll get into some details in a minute, but we want to start with these battles. So right now we just finished actually watching, we just finished watching the Tory Lanez and French Montana battle.
Yeah.
And I believe their battle was more based on their hits, not on beats, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, songs.
It was only tracks.
They was going song for song.
It was based on tracks. So, all right. So I'm gonna pass it on to my lovely panel here. Buddha that great. Let's go. What do you think about how that battle went, how it started, and who do you think took the cake? Or in fact, let's wait until the end, and then we'll all vote as to who won.
All right. First of all, shout out to Tory because he been keeping me alive during this whole time, yo. That quarantine radio without him and Boosie, I feel like I wouldn't have made it through this Corona time right now.
Boosie for president.
Definitely doing numbers.
Yo,
they definitely doing numbers right now.
Yo, that put your pussy on live, I'll give you $1,000. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Nah, but I feel like they had a good run. Surprisingly, I feel like Tory lost that one. I feel like we had this conversation off camera. I felt like me and Jay felt like he held out. He held out some of his best tracks because he was expecting French to go harder. But I was surprised French had so many tracks. I actually, for as long as it took him to pull out, what was it, Unforgettable, what were we talking about?
Right.
for as long as it took him to pull that out.
Right, yeah.
I feel like it took him a while. It took him way longer to get to that.
25 records in by that time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like I feel like French played some tracks where I was like, okay, I respect it. But I feel like Tory was holding his main tracks for later, but then the shit got cut off too quick. I feel like he should have pulled them out like midway through, probably like six tracks in. He should have went with the heat. Like he should have started.
Right.
He should have put his like 6 bangers on because he didn't even. He pulled out some new shit. I mean, he pulled out Controller pretty early. I didn't think he was gonna go that early with Controller because Controller was banging. Like,
oh, Tory?
Yeah,
Tory pulled out Controller early, right?
Yeah, it was like second tracks. It was like. I mean,
but that's one of his best. But that's one of his.
Yeah, but that's not even a track you getting paid money off of because Controller he didn't release it commercially, so I didn't think he would go to that so early, but he did. But French had some tracks. I was surprised. I mean, I was actually surprised at how many tracks French had for his ass.
French got a catalog for real. French definitely got a catalog.
All right. So let's pass it on to Jay. Jay, how do you feel about the battle?
I think it was a good battle. French definitely has a really good catalog. You know, I mean, a lot of songs that you forget that they French records and shit. So I mean, it was a good battle. I wish it would have just went to the point to where Tory could have just outbeat him with the records as far as how many records he had, because French was definitely done. Like after Unforgettable, French is done. Tory definitely could have kept going with some more hits, but you know, it is what it is. Tory already posted that French won, so I mean, it is what it is. French got that one, but I feel like Tory could have definitely got him if they would have kept going.
All right.
I think Tory playing diplomatic out here. He trying to get more guests on the show. That's what.
Not to interject, but all right, like just before we even get into your opinion, like, do you guys believe that? All right, now most Tory Lanez fans, like avid Tory Lanez fans, actually follow Tory Lanez mixtapes, his albums, not just his singles, not just his remakes. So we, you know, myself included, we know how Tory snaps, and we know the quality of music that Tory Lanez puts out at the level of production and, you know, X, Y, and Z. Whereas, in my personal opinion, I do not believe French Montana is up to par in that level. And that's just my opinion. Y'all could argue it all you want. But the fact that French Montana has more radio hits in terms of like, because of the fact that he has so many features. Do you guys think that may sway people's opinions because of the fact that more people are familiar with French Montana songs in comparison to if you're not listening to Tory's entire projects, you wouldn't know that. Like, y'all understand what I'm saying?
Can I weigh in?
Go ahead, Lex. Before we answer that, go ahead.
Here it goes. My scorecard. Tory was late to the match.
Yeah.
Number one.
Okay.
Stephen A. Smith over here with me. He was late to the fight.
Mm-hmm.
French started it. Tory tried to step up, but Tory fucked up with the first song because his music wasn't right. He didn't have his system ready. He came to the class not checking his sound.
True.
That was strike one. So French already came and took the opening swing and jabbed him. They started going toe for toe. Tory started fixing the sound. He was going. At one point, Tory was in the lead. I was giving it 9-7, 7-9, because French started first. So 7 French, 9 Tory. After that, Tory started losing it. My total score had to been 15-10. French Montana took it before the hang up. Now here's the thing. It's not about the hits, because all of them got their own hits and variations. French is a mean supporting actor on the music scene. Tory ain't. Tory got some records. Tory got more newer records and more energy records, more to a solid demographic of urban black listeners.
True.
I feel French at this point is extremely crossover, which is not a bad thing. broader listeners, but a different kind of music and different kind of music style. Again, if you take the potency of Tory's lyricism with his hooks and place lyrics in chorus, Tory would take it. If you would line up tracks for tracks, because it's a clash. It's not about the hits. It's about when French is throwing a record, does Tory got a record to counteract that record? And that's what I was counting my score on.
True.
Not about which song is more recognizable as the hits. It's not about that, nigga. Which song is the bigger, tougher, meaner song? Jay Nice, man, can you please break down the history of what clashing is? Like, just give the audience a little bit of knowledge about it, because they ain't getting it. It's tune for tune. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Break it down, because I'm over here and I'm watching. Now, the part that's getting me upset is, nigga, you got people trying to jump in who wasn't watching it from the jump, because the numbers went up heavy. Like, they started at 20 with French, and they went up heavy because French was waiting. He was waiting. Now, obviously, Tory had a long day with the quarantine radio, so I get that he was late, but he showed up.
Right.
But niggas was not counting the score. They keep going to Timberland. Timberland was not there counting the score in the records, nigga.
That's not. Yeah, let's hold on the Tim talk.
Tune for tune, and Tory was getting them tune for tune. Then French started digging in the bag, nigga, with bigger records, and Tory started fumbling. He couldn't follow up. So Jay, tell him what a clash is, nigga.
What a clash is?
And then I'll chime in my opinion. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm telling him what a clash is.
Yeah, you tell him the audience, dog, because you a juggler. You be having clashes. You a sound boy. You got dubs. You know what I mean? Oh, look out for the new Vision Sound. They coming through with the bounty. I mean, the Buju.
Oh, don't give him too much, though. Don't give him too much.
Too much. Okay, my bad. Hold up.
Don't give him too much.
Hold up.
But, you know what I'm saying?
What up, Lorenzo?
We definitely got some things in the works. Shout out to the whole New Vision team. Yeah, no, but the Clash thing, though, is definitely
DC's finest.
It's definitely going with who has the biggest song for each round. Like, each round, you know what I mean? So it's definitely on a round thing. Tory would have had to been counteracting the songs, because French obviously went first, Tory goes second, so Tory would have to counteract. So the thing is, the thing that I noticed with this battle, I didn't like. Tory has big records, right? But they seem very small compared to French records. French records are way bigger records than Tory records.
Because you're going off of the popularity of it, G. French has a longer career. It's 15 years in. And then also you have to take in the dynamic of who Montana is, nigga. He big, he crossed over.
But a big record is a big record.
Yeah, that's true, though. I mean,
Tory got more street records right now.
He got more street records, but we talking about those records that come on at 3 o'clock in the morning in the club and shake the club. French got a shitload of those, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tory has songs that play. Hold on, Tory got the songs that's playing in the club, but you don't hear those. All right, you know what it is when it's 2:30 in the club, 3 o'clock, and the light show happens, and there's that big record playing. It's usually Pop That, Marble Floors, Don't Panic, like.
Yeah, it's true.
French got those 3 o'clock bangers, like, you know what I mean?
Because
Tory got the records that's gonna keep the club going.
That's
but
3 of the records,
nigga. That's gonna make the movie.
Tory don't gotta like sipping on the drink. He don't have those.
All of them shits. Like, come on, like
it's true.
Even Unforgettable. Unforgettable is nice.
Yeah, Unforgettable is nasty. But
Tory fucked up when he tried to go R&B in the Clash.
Yeah,
he fucked up when he tried to go R&B in the Clash. He should have kept it with the heavy, glitzy that. And he fucked up when he played the song with him and Tekashi. Niggas wasn't feeling that. There was no points from that.
All right, well, in my opinion,
he slipped up on it.
He caught himself. Yeah. He pulled up on that Jackie Chan quick.
But the song is so nasty, yo.
Let me chime in.
He killed the hook.
The song crazy.
All right, let me chime in. And then we can all go back and forth. We can all go back and forth on this. In my opinion, I believe French took it. The reason that I believe French took it, even though I personally like Tory Lanez more. I like Tory Lanez music more. I like his voice more. I like his style more. Just all around the board. But when it comes to if we're keeping it in context and if we're keeping it in terms of not beats, but records and impact and record. The reason I mentioned right before you spoke, Lex, recognizability is because that is what a big record is. It's that song. You know what I'm saying? It's if you're not an avid fan of that said person, you'll know. Like if you're not an avid fan of say somebody like R.I.P. Aaliyah, you're not gonna know all her other songs, but you will know One in a Million. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna know all of Timbaland and Magoo's songs, but you will know Cry Me a River because Timbaland is a part of it. So there's a difference between hits and songs that are recognizable in a club, in any setting, in the airport, in the store. These songs are what make mainstream. It separates the casual follower from this person, really is a fan of this said person. French Montana has managed, be it through the help of Diddy, be it without the help of Diddy, be it through the features that he's had, be it through the relationships he's had, he's managed to create more of those songs than Tory has. Period. He has more songs that you can throw on in any club, anywhere around the world, and people are going to know what song it is. That's just what it is. So when you're going record by record and not track, not beat wise, French took that. Yeah, they started late. Yeah, Tory has, what is it called? The
Quarantine Radio.
The radio.
Quarantine Radio.
The Quarantine Radio. All right, yeah, it's slipped my mind. So even outside Quarantine Radio, I'm not knocking anything that Tory has because Tory is actually one of my favorite. Like I said, I actually like Tory more than French. But I think French took that because French just has more hits. He has more recognizable hits.
Yeah. Of course,
he's a bigger artist. He's a bigger artist.
And Tory's defense,
even when we get into
he pulls an 8-hour shift with this Quarantine Radio.
No, that's what she's saying. But look, and the
nigga he go through a bottle of Patron. He go through a bottle of Patron each shift. That's crazy. This nigga takes a bottle of Patron to the head, a 750 of Patron to the head every Quarantine Radio.
Look. Drinking ain't got nothing to do, and being sober ain't got nothing to do with knowing your catalog.
No, I'm talking about. I'm surprised, nigga. I couldn't even. I'm a big ass nigga, bro. I don't think I could go through a 750 a day.
Man, we don't even know if it's really fucking Patron a nigga drinking, nigga.
It could be water. Yeah, it could be water.
Nigga, y'all see the nigga break the seal open? I ain't trying to call niggas out, but
you know what?
But I ain't seen a nigga break the seal open, nigga.
Facts.
I mean, it could be.
He be cracking the seal in the start.
It could be 50% water and 50% Patron.
That shit's still crazy. Nah, because he be sauced. He be sauced towards the end of the shit.
What I'm saying is this: if we gotta go look at it like that, then we said that shouldn't even been the lineup. It shouldn't have been. It could have been like a Tory Lanez and a Trippie Redd then.
Yeah.
If you want to go with something new and fresh, you can't go take Montana.
Trippie ain't got a catalog to see Tory. But I feel it was a good matchup. I just feel like it was just bad execution on Tory's part.
No. Don't try Tory Lanez like that, dog.
But I feel like Tory gets diplomatic.
But not like Tory.
I feel like Tory gets diplomatic because he tries to be too nice. You know what I'm saying?
Who tries to be too nice? Trippie?
Tory, no, I'm talking about Tory. Tory in it, he tries to acknowledge the other person a little too much because he do the Quarantine Radio shits all the time. But
that's
always
cool,
in interview.
I think that's cool.
He always in interview mode.
It doesn't have to be a beef.
Nah, I don't think it's a beef, but I'm talking about you still got to come for the ass. French was on it.
It's cool for it to be friendly. It should be friendly.
So then,
it's definitely friendly.
Who's Tory Lanez's Joker? Who's Tory Lane Batman or who's Tory Lane Joker?
Drake.
Who's the equal part, the counterpart?
Drake.
You can't, nigga, because the song catalog don't add up.
Yeah, but if they go 20 for 20,
even for him to hop on, did y'all see when Drake hop on the live with him?
Tory got 20 to hang at. He got 20 to hang with almost anybody.
Okay,
Tory got a hot 20.
How can the 20 didn't go against Prince?
Who can hang with Drake?
Nobody.
Who?
Nobody has a catalog for Drake.
Nobody.
Tory to go 20 with Drake. He can't do that.
Nobody can go 20 with Drake.
You think Hov could go 20 with Drake?
Hov could go 20 with Drake.
Nobody.
Yeah, Hov.
Maybe.
Hov could go 20 with Drake.
Hov could go 20 with Drake.
Last decade.
Wayne can probably go 20 with Drake.
Wayne, yeah, I agree with Wayne.
Wayne could go 20 with Drake.
Yeah.
Nah, Cole.
Don't you say Kendrick. Don't you say Kendrick.
Don't you say that.
Future. Don't you say
Hov.
I'm not gonna say Kendrick.
All right, Hov and Nas go 20. Who you got?
Hov, man, stop.
Oh.
I just wanted to know.
No.
I'm just asking, baby.
I'm saying no because it gets
as much as I love Nas.
I feel like you playing Nas when you say that, and that's not fair.
Nah, I fucks with Nas.
I love Nas. What are you talking
Nas
about?
was in my top 5.
Look. Time out. If you love Nas, we won't dare make that comparison again, nigga. Like, you feel me? On Nas' sake. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He can't stand.
But you can't go.
Look,
Who could stand a 20 with Hov?
If you love Nas, you won't throw nigga to the wolves. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
It's not that. It's not that. Like it's the same.
Who would you put 20 up with Nas?
The same.
Who could put 20 up with Nas?
With Hov. No, with Hov.
With Hov. That's what I was asking. Who could put 20 up with Hov?
Drake.
That's it.
Oh.
Drake.
Who do you think?
I don't know.
Who do you think could put a 20 up? Who you think could put a 20? Who would put a clean 20 up with Nas? Like Jada?
Two different styles, though. Two different styles.
All right, so who would?
No, but we talking about you play a banger, I play a banger, you play a banger, I play a banger.
Yay?
Nas?
Ye and Nas would be better.
I'd like a Ye and Nas, cause Ye got that era.
I think Ye will kill him.
Ye may take Nas.
Ye will body him.
I think Ye will kill him.
Ye just got too much production. That Heart of the City. Right. Come on, like
Kanye's production is just is out of it's in the next room.
All right, production standpoint. Who could do a 20?
We gotta break it down to categories.
Who could do a 20 with Ye? Production. Who could stand a 20 with Ye?
Production
only.
Production.
Not
Just
artists.
Blaze?
Pharrell, Just Blaze.
Pharrell, Just Blaze.
Perhaps, a lot of people 20.
Havoc.
Will I Am. No
Will I
idea.
Am.
But nah.
Will I Am.
Chill.
Come on, 20?
He got the records, but nah.
Against Ye?
Against Ye?
No Idea is the one who mentored Ye. What are you talking about?
I thought you said Will I Am.
I mean, Will I Am is a separate genre. Never mind. All right.
Will I Am got deep shit.
He do.
Will I Am is...
But not to sit with Ye. Not to do a 20 with Ye.
What are you fucking talking about?
All right. Scott Storch.
Right.
Black Eyed Peas, they catalog alone, nigga. You know how big Black Eyed Peas are? You know how much other tracks Will I Am wrote and
That's why I said Will I Am.
Ye got emotional impact behind his tracks. That's all I'm saying.
Girl shit, nigga.
No idea.
That American Girl's Will I Am's track.
I feel like Pharrell, yeah, of course.
Boy Wonder.
Pharrell.
And Just Blaze. Just Blaze.
Boy Wonder doesn't? Boy Wonder?
Nah.
All right.
Hell no.
40.
No.
40?
You don't think the people that are behind the records that Drake has?
40 got records, but 40 got Drake records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
40 got, that's
we
it.
talking about, when Kanye, when Kanye gets to slapping them with Kerry Hilson joints and all kind of.
Okay.
Metro Boomin?
Nah.
He got a 20. Metro got a new school 20.
You can't put Metro against a Ye, dog. You have to go
not against a Ye. Metro would have to go against like a Zaytoven.
Yeah, there you go. Like Metro versus Mike Will,
probably has
Metro versus Eardrummer.
So who you think?
Metro versus Mustard.
Yeah, Metro. All right, Metro versus Mustard.
What
who you
about
got?
Mike Will? Mike Will probably has more than
Metro.
Metro.
You have to take Metro versus Zaytoven.
Yeah, Metro Zaytoven.
That's interesting.
Now that's a battle.
Zaytoven. That's a battle.
But Metro.
That's a battle.
Just Metro and 21 alone. This is ridiculous.
Then for the classic shit, you go take DJ Toomp, right? And then you go put him against what's the nigga, dog? Shawty Red, dog. You put them records, them niggas going against. You gotta take that shit back and put them genres together, dog. Then you'll go say another one. All right, dog. You go take David Banner, and then you go take David Banner with Polo, the Don.
Yeah, it's true.
Polo
was nasty in his time.
Polo has some shit though. Polo has some shit though.
Polo has some shit.
You gotta work with them kind of things, dog.
Right.
But Ye stands on his own. But the only reason I say Just Blaze, nigga, because you can still work with enough catalog. With Just Blaze,
they had a similar time.
Blaze, it was at a similar time.
Ye and Just Blaze, they had an overlap and run. That's why I feel like they could compare that similar era.
Speaking, all right. So speaking of Just Blaze, I think all of this battle stuff started with the whole. Did y'all catch the Timbaland and Swizzy?
Yeah,
they did a couple, right?
All right.
Well, the one that was just the other day.
Yeah, it was recently.
Yeah, it was.
Now, it was rumored. This was rumored from a while ago that they were supposed to do like a huge like producer standoff, and of course Timbaland and Swizz were like mentioned as like the headliners. And I guess now they did it before.
Yeah, they did it before, and then that's why they did this now because they already did it before.
They battled already.
Oh, I didn't know that they had battle before. Okay,
no, but it was
it's
still hot. They got good chemistry together. That's why. Like,
they gave it to Timbaland, but I gave it to Swizz.
I give it to Swizz.
All right,
they gave it to Timbaland.
Let's talk about it.
They gave it to Tim.
Let's talk about it. Let's start with you, Lex. Since I started with you last. Come on, Lex.
I give it to Swizz. Swizz over Tim.
All right, elaborate.
Tim got records, obviously, with the people like the whole VA.
Now we're talking the last 2 decades. So now we got
look. But here we go. Tim got a catalog, stemming, mean, 23 years. Easy, right?
Right.
Like majorly.
Yeah.
Majorly.
But all of it is a lot of the same. It's the same kind of style. It's the Missy, Magoo, you know, the tweet, it's that, all that shit. Aaliyah, all that shit's the same. A lot. Hey, am I gonna talk?
Remember, right? Okay.
A lot of Jay-Z stuff, a lot of Timberlake shit. That's cool. Now, Swizzy may not have the same amount song for song, but all his songs are different and hit different, and have a bigger impact when you hear it by chorus.
Yeah,
it's the similar shit of French Montana, nigga. When you hear the chorus come on, when you hear the ad-libbing come in, Swizzy takes it, got more energy, more grit, more bang, more street. Swizzy got the better tracks, more anthems. If you have to depend off of just based off the chorus and going from chorus to chorus, Swizzy got him over Timbaland.
Yeah, I feel you, right?
I feel like Swizzy. I
feel like Swizzy took it though. Period. He took it.
I feel like Swizzy took it.
No, like y'all
Swizzy's
believe, but Swizzy in essence is almost his own hype man at the same
Swizzy's
time.
Anthems. Swizzy got anthems.
He's almost his own
Timbaland
hype
got
man
beats.
though.
All right.
Timbaland got beats.
We were having a discussion off camera.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy and JD.
Here go.
Listeners need to hear
Diddy
it.
and JD. Do you think would you be there for it?
No. We're not. No. Let's not cut this conversation short. We need. This is Swizzy and Timbaland.
Yeah.
Let's finish this convo and then we'll move on.
Okay.
What do you think about Buddha, what do you think about?
I feel like, all right. I feel
we
like
can't cut this combo short.
I feel like when I think of Swizzy, I think of Swiss. Like when I think of Swiss tracks, I think of Swiss beats. When I think of when I think of
zone
Timberland tracks, I feel like Timberland got a team behind. Like I feel like it's probably like 10 niggas in there cooking up them tracks. You know what I'm saying?
His beats.
Yeah, his beats is nasty.
Sound, like Timberland got sound, nigga. Like
yeah, but I just feel like it sound like a factory. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
his voice too.
I feel like he has a key sound.
His voice.
I feel like he has a key sound, and then the sound is very similar. Like when you were saying it sounds very much the same. A lot of tracks, you pay for a specific sound. When you pay for a Swiss track, you pay for that Swiss energy on your shit. Like he'll give you a fire beat, but then he also giving you that showtime. Yo,
Swizzy,
go ahead. Yeah, he giving you
got
that.
a catalog. Swizzy got a catalog. Swizzy got a catalog. Listen, Swizzy got a catalog that literally holds New York on its back.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? He got 20 records right now, nigga. I'll make New York fucking stand up and burn the shit down, nigga.
That's a fact.
And those records transcend. They transcend around the country, my nigga. Timberland's records don't do the same, nigga.
Yeah, he does.
That's a fact.
Timberland's records are cute.
It's true though.
Timberland's records are cute.
Let's just get to that. I'm on my New York shit.
Swiss Beats records will make you stand up and be proud, nigga. They street records, nigga.
Talk that shit, yay.
They stadium records, nigga. Swiss Beats got a stadium records, nigga. Listen, dog. Look. Here it goes, back.
Yo, I love Swiss Beats ad-libs when he be talking that shit in the background. Yo.
Hold up. I'm telling you, look. When Jay hit the stage, Timberland on the drums, my nigga. When Jay hit the stage, Swiss hit the stage with Jay, nigga.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Swiss
Jay,
hit
what
the
do you
stage
think?
with X, nigga. Swiss don't play the background,
they were a killer combo. That's Rough Riders.
But he don't play the background, nigga. Swiss is a DJ. Right. He don't touch them decks, nigga. He come away from the decks. He shut it down.
He out there turning up.
Yo, nigga, where's that? Jay, where was that shit he killed with Hot 97 with Fab, nigga?
The Desert Storm?
Nah, Jay. What's that record, dog? Like, Swiss had the meanest set, nigga. He was holding New York from like fucking 2000, nigga, all the way to like fucking 17 heavy, son. He got records.
Yeah.
The mix they did every day. It was like a radio mix when they were on the radio. Or what are you talking about?
I get that shit for you later, dog. But Swizzy over Tim.
Yeah.
Everybody
I say Swizzy over Tim all day.
Yeah.
Everybody is more familiar with the Timberland records.
I say Swizzy over Tim though.
All right, me personally, I believe in terms of versatility, I gotta give it to Timberland. Versatility. I'm not like only talking about these battles. Versatility, I'd give it to Timberland because I think Tim has been able to bring out and break out different types of artists, not just hip hop artists, from his era with Timbaland and Magoo to Aaliyah to Missy to Genuine to Playa to, you know what I'm saying? Like all the acts that he broke out himself and including himself. And then he got into like, quote unquote, I guess you could say the white people realm. But yeah, he's more of a, you know, like the beats, the Jay-Z's, the dust your shoulders off. Like he's able to make a beat that will blow your mind and in different genres, but it was more based on the beat. Swiss Beats was more of somebody who create a beat that will, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll knock everybody's brain off in the club, but he's also that hype man. Like he's the producer and the hype man, the ad-libber. Almost like, you know how the Migos is now? where, like the Migos, they have their record and it's like the beat is already bumping and the beat is already going a certain way, but then their ad-libs take it to another level. Like, I think Swizz Beatz was that on his own by himself. Made the beat, was the hype man, took the record to another level, got on other people's records, took it to another level. So I think Swizz Beatz is more of a well-rounded producer, beat maker. You know what I'm saying? / hype man. So I think his versatility is on a wider spectrum than Timbaland. And because of that, I think it makes him a more well-rounded musician. And I think he takes the cake for that. So, I mean, if I had to pick, who would I want to work with? I probably would pick Swizz Beatz.
I'm not turning down. I ain't turning down none of the beats for being one of the two of them.
I mean, I wouldn't. Jay, I wouldn't turn down the beats from either one of them. They're both legends. But what I'm saying is,
okay, I got a bigger question. I got a bigger question when you're ready.
All right.
All right, this is for the fellas, because I'm not sure if you know, Dre, but this is for the fellas.
Okay.
Which one was the better label? Full Surface or Beat Club? I'm going with Full Surface.
Full Surface.
Full Surface was safe.
No, I don't know.
All right. Swizz Beatz has his own record label at the time, Full Surface Records.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Timbaland started his own shit, the Beat Club.
Beat Club, yeah.
Right.
Now, Beat Club, Timbaland had Bubba Sparks, and what was the shit? Miss Jade.
Oh, I remember Bubba Sparks.
Miss Jade, yeah.
Okay. Swizzy gave us Cassidy, who produced more. Yeah. Swizzy had Rashonda on it. Swizzy had Bounty Killer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did Swizzy have Larceny?
Yeah, he had Larceny Fam on there.
No. Larceny Fam was on Swizzy joint?
They wasn't?
Or they was on Rough Riders?
I think he grabbed them, dog.
Yeah.
I think Full Surface had the better run.
I think so. I think Bubba Sparks had his run, but I feel like
Bubba Sparks definitely had his run.
Yeah, but
his run didn't produce. Ugly was a big record, but
it was redneck shit. But yeah, he had his run.
It ain't sell. It was different. It was the beat.
It was different.
It was the beat.
Come on, Miss New Booty was everywhere. Miss New Booty still everywhere.
And that Miss J record, damn sure ain't moved nothing.
Nah, Miss J,
it was a good record.
Nigga. That was a good record. No. She tried to redo Dreams. That shit was a fail.
Nah, but
it was a good record, but
Full Surface had way more. Nigga. Come on, Cassidy himself outperformed the whole label, and then
we were just
Swizzy had more on top of that. Like, Full Surface. Come on, hands down.
All right, so Jay, did you? Who'd you pick? You pick Cassidy or Tim?
Cassidy or Tim.
Wait, did you chime in yet?
Yeah, he said. Full Surface. All
right, so basically, I think it seems like Swizzy won this battle, eh?
Swizzy won all around.
Yeah.
Swizzy won all around.
All right.
So, I mean, all right, so,
shout out to Swizzy.
Shout out to Swizzy. Shout out to Swizzy. And he got
he didn't win all around.
And he got Alicia Keys, fam.
And he got Alicia Keys. Hey. Hey, so, all right, so, one thing I want to comment on is I think it's a dope thing to see that in the culture, we're, as creatives and as people in the industry, they're using this time to quarantine. Even somebody as big as Drake chiming into quarantine radio and everything. Like, I really, really dig the fact, and I would love to hear y'all's opinion about, from Miguel doing it to, again, Tory, to these battles, to T-Pain, to everybody kind of chiming in and going on their lives and putting on like free live shows. And I mean, obviously it's going to be free, but you know what I mean? Like doing these live performances and trying to inspire people to stay home and to stay safe, and like trying to.
Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted.
What do you mean?
The real reason that they doing this,
they're getting paid.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They
just gotta stay relevant.
Jay,
they gotta stay relevant in this time.
Yeah,
all
it's
right,
true.
Jay, of course they're getting paid. But what
no, stay relevant. They staying relevant to this.
Okay. Oh, okay, all right. I thought you said they're getting paid.
I think Tory will come out more relevant than he was before this started.
Okay, yes, of course.
This time.
Okay, because you gotta still understand, Jay, you still gotta understand that they have a business team behind them. You have a PR team behind you. You have a publicist behind you who's gonna say that, hey, use this to your advantage. Of course they're gonna do it.
That nigga's doing that shit on their own strength, dog. That's that nigga's own shit.
They doing it, That's
him.
Doing it on
their own.
How do you know?
On his own strength.
Because they're not with nobody at this.
My nigga, like look how organic it is. That ain't no PR nigga behind him. That nigga.
You could just tell that's Tory.
That's Tory in his condo in Miami, my nigga.
I disagree.
Nah, I feel like that's just him.
With that, I disagree.
It's 3-1 on
I disagree because the person who's your PR can tell you make it look organic and do it.
No.
Nah, you want to know why? Because at the same time,
we're not gonna have that discussion.
Who you PRing though?
At the same time that Tory doing this and Boosie doing this, other artists trying to do it and it's not popping.
All right, we didn't even get into Boosie yet.
Yeah, but their personalities sell it. It's not.
Cut me off before I even got to the organic point that I was trying to make.
Okay.
The organic point that I'm trying to make is that I think it's a positive thing, whether they're getting paid, whether it's for exposure, whether it's because they're getting a fucking extra delivery of cookies the next fucking day. It doesn't matter why they're doing it. They're doing it, and it's something positive for the culture, and it's something positive for the people who are desperate and scared at their houses, and they're fucking bugging out. It's something that they're doing that's positive for the people that follow them. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying this is something that's good, that to see that people in our culture and people are putting out music and using their creativity to create different challenges, to create content, to do what we're doing. We're creating content. We're creating content that's entertaining people, that's educating people, that's helping people. You know what, let me listen to what they're saying. And let me educate myself on listening to what they're saying. Because you know what? This is fucked up. The world is fucked up. People are dying. People are this. It's a great thing to put yourself on a platform to do something positive for other people. And so when you have a greater platform,
I respect it.
Have a greater platform, like Drake, like Tory, like Swiss, like all of these celebrities, and you're using it for a positive reason, bravo. I think it's a great thing. Whatever your incentive is your incentive. I just think that during a time like this, when people are desperate and people are scared, we need to do more things like this. We need to be more united, and we need to be more positive.
Okay.
We need to be doing shit like this versus, oh my God, can you believe 1,000 more people died today in the news? Can you believe that now? Like, come on, fam. Like, everything is fear mongering versus people like doing something
having
that's positive. We need to laugh more, kid. Like,
all right. Well, I'll tell you how I feel about it. I respect
that's how I feel.
I respect it because I like seeing them interact with each other because you don't see that. Like, you'll see a nigga take a pic,
Exactly.
like, you'll see Tory Lanez and like, Chris Brown take a picture together, but you never see the niggas just chill and chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
I think it shows the...
Yo, Jay, what the fuck you doing, bro?
Yo, hey, I'm all over the place right now, man. I'm at the
that
studio.
nigga's about to reveal where he's really at. He said he's gonna reveal soon where he's really at. He said he's not really at the studio.
He said he's gonna give you that. He's gonna give you that look out the window, B. Nah, but
where you really at? You on a yacht?
No, but I respect.
Oh, all right.
I respect the humanity of it. You know what I'm saying? Because
okay,
it is dope to see that even though they got all this bread, they still regular people. You know what I'm saying? They don't portray that often. Like
we all are.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when you see, you know, Chris Brown get on Tory.
Some candy right now, kid.
When you see Chris Brown get on Tory's live, and they talking, and then the niggas just bullshitting, joking around, it's dope. It's dope to see because you don't see that side of them when they trying to portray that image all the time. That's the part that's not in PR mode.
I ain't gonna lie. I was watching Jim Jones and Fabulous just chop it up today on live for like 30 minutes, like just talking about
it's dope.
Back in the day shit. And like I think this quarantine time is definitely it's like this time is definitely making it's making a lot. It's definitely giving a lot of artists like a whole nother strength and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like
true.
they definitely you definitely getting to see a little bit.
Dog.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a time to be a part of it and stand out, nigga, or not take the opportunity and get lost, nigga.
No, but it's dope. Like they had Dwayne Wade and Carmelo. They had Dwayne Wade. They had Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony.
Make some tutorials.
Nah, they was just on live, like just talking about real shit, and it was dope. It was dope to see them because they actually homeboys. It's dope to just see them talking to each other.
Can I pull away from this after?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we already been knowing what IG been doing and shit, and we doing a different version of IG today, right?
Yeah.
Salute to that. But with all this downtime, nigga, what's up with shit that niggas been watching? Tiger King.
I just started watching Tiger King.
Yeah, that Tiger King shit is crazy.
Shit, nigga.
Ozark. I'm watching Ozark too.
Yo, that
Tiger King go. Get back to the Tiger King, my nigga. How y'all feel about that?
That Tiger King shit is crazy.
That is some hillbilly shit, my nigga.
The part that hurts me the most, I feel Exotic Joe is the one who got fucked over out of everybody.
They got him.
And he's the coolest one out the shit.
They set him up.
Everybody else should have got fucked over, dog.
They set him up. It shows you when niggas' back is against the wall, how they play. It's crazy because Buddy that got jammed up, he wasn't even like in the mix, but he just knew a little something about something, and then look at what it leads to. That shit is crazy.
Like homeboy said, it wasn't about no lemur nigga, and the other nigga, all them niggas just they got him, dog. And that even chose crazy nigga. They couldn't stick him for a murder to hire, so they had to go get them cats, nigga.
Yeah.
But who the fuck are they to say he told on himself? But who are they to even say he's the one who put the tigers to sleep?
But what's crazy?
Right.
What's
you
crazy?
find the bones, nigga. He got a whole staff there.
What's crazy is that shit is it's entrapment out the ass though. You can't take a situation and then me and you, I get jammed up and all of a sudden I have a conversation where I go, yo, I talked to Lex about 6 months ago. He said he was going to do some crazy shit. So let me try to put that into play to make it happen. Nigga, you was putting all the moves into play to make it happen in order for the shit to go the way it did. They orchestrated it from jump. You can't create a situation and then lay it out for somebody to commit a crime and then go, yeah, well, he did do it. Nah, nigga, y'all set him up from jump.
What he did fuck up on, though, he kept doing all that freedom of speech shit, nigga, with the evidence of the videos and the calls of wanting to fuck a bitch up. So the prosecutors are only going to play what the fuck they want to get played in the court, nigga.
It's true.
And that nigga got a whole reel of that shit, nigga, so that just left him in to get burned, nigga. You going, sometimes, nigga, it's better to go try to please some shit out than you trying to fuck around and get an opinion of 6 people or 12 people, nigga.
Yo, free my...
When it's time to get that sentence in, nigga.
Free my nigga Joe Exotic, yo.
Yeah, we're gonna write Joe Exotic, nigga. The Ivy Cat's gonna write that nigga.
Yo, put some money on his books.
I don't know about that now. I don't know about that now.
Yo, free my nigga Joe Exotic, yo.
So
that's where you be pulling the probation card on niggas. Nah, nigga, I can't be in contact with felons, niggas. I can't be sending money to no fellas, nigga.
Yeah,
My
that shit is
bad,
crazy
dog.
though.
All right.
crazy.
So let me go to my R&B correspondent over here, Mr. J Nice.
R&B?
Starboy. He's my R&B correspondent.
What's your new title, Jay?
Yeah.
I don't know where we going. I'm trying to
R&B specialist.
Don't give me the R. No. You mentioned earlier that there's an R&B challenge going on now on Instagram. Nah, don't give me the womp. No, this is all about urban music.
He said he told you that in confidence, B.
Yeah.
No, he didn't say that. Because I'm
Jay,
going somewhere with this.
Jay Nice trying to get a raise on the show?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out where we going with this,
I
bro.
wanted to mention Party Next Door's latest drop, so I was going to go there with it. So,
Jay,
did anyone listen to Party Next Door's? Party Next Door?
It was alright.
I didn't listen to it. I saw it, but I didn't listen to it.
Alright, but you know, okay. I listened to it. So, did anyone else listen to Party Next Door's
I
latest drop?
listened to it. I listened to it.
Alright.
You lying.
Alright, so.
Nah, I check for Party. I fucks with Party.
Yeah, Party is a beast. So.
Yeah, but this was.
But I didn't want to get into the R&B challenge, Jay. So that's why I was trying to get you to tell me about
this new one. All right, I check for Party and Drake. I don't be checking for Party by himself. This Party album, it's just Party's
he
most.
Can't stand on his own.
Party's Party's like
know about the
Party's top 5 hits are all Party and Drake.